good to go, as they say in Harambe. Twin day, let's go. See you later. Jumbo, everyone. My name is Michael. I'll be your game driver out on our safari tour. We're going through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. It was founded way back in 1971 to protect the local wildlife. We'll head in just a minute or two here. If you're taking any photos or videos, you definitely want to hang on tight to the cameras. Maybe put them on a sport or action mode, something that has a fast shutter speed. That'll help keep the pictures nice and clear out here since we'll be moving around. And the animals will be moving as well. And we are ready to rock here. So sit back and relax. We are going on a safari. And we are entering the reserve at Little 34. Keep an eye out. You never know what may be seen. There's an okapi back to the right. It's the brown animal's white stripes on the right. It does look like a zebra, but the okapi is the only living relative of the giraffe. This guy shares the same long purple top as the giraffe. And we are going to head down towards the watering hole, see about finding some rare species like the black rhinos. There he is, down by the rock. Pretty nice view of him. It's pretty large. It's about 3,500 pounds. We charge about 35 miles an hour. So we do have two rhinos down here. Nice view of both of them right now. We are going to stop for this one. Yeah. Says what's up. And the horns on the black rhinos are actually not connected to their skull. If they lose their horns, they can grow them back. Just takes them quite a long time to do that. And they are the only rhinos that can grow their horns back. Not seeing much else in the forest here, so we are going to leave it behind. We'll head to the Safi River, see if we can find some hippos. The hippos love to hide out underwater. Hold their breath around 5 to 8 minutes. There are two on the right. They are next to the island. Those two are furry brown males. They're about 5,000 pounds. They eat about 150 to 200 pounds a day. Mostly lettuce and hay. And we're going to try to find some wildlife. Some hippos on the left here. They call them some bloated hippos. A couple in the middle up here. We do have a younger hippo around. Maybe we can find him. Just relaxing here. And the big white birds are pink-backed pelicans. They work together to herd fish in a shallow water, so it makes it easier for them to hunt the fish. We are following the river around. That is going to bring us over to Crocodile Bridge. These are Nile crops on the left. They're around 20 feet long or so, around 2,500 pounds of pressure in their jaws. They do like to conserve their energy though throughout the day and night. They're going to be most active real early in the morning, usually before the sunrise. And they only move around about 30 minutes or so. So we are making our way out onto the savannah. Let's see what we can get nice and close to out here. You can see some giraffe right away. Should get some real nice views. We are looking for a baby giraffe around here. Been out for about a week and a half or so. She is about 2 months old. She's pretty small when we find her. Right away at the bottom of the hill, we'll have some Ankoli cattle on the right. These guys with the large horns. They're also known as the Watusi cattle from the Watusi tribe in Africa. First to find and domesticate them. And their horns will get around 5 to 6 feet long or so. Not too heavy, they're semi-hollow. Please in the circulate blood, helps to keep it cool. That guy is relaxing pretty good there. Inside the horns is like an earwax. That is in a honeycomb structure through the whole horn. They circulate blood through that to help stay cool. Looking for African wild dogs on the left. Pretty active in the early morning like this. We're going to move up a little bit and stuff. And these are African wild dogs, also known as African painted. Oh, that one is getting full. Because he's got the treat, so they're like trying to get it away. Very cool. Very cool. They are the best hunters in Africa, a little over 90% successful when they go out for a hunt. We have 6 of them. They'll live in groups of like 15 to 20 typically in the wild. There's an alpha male as well as an alpha female. And they do work extremely well together. Oh, they're done. So they'll switch those dogs out for spotted hyenas in the late afternoon. It's usually around 4 to 5 o'clock if you're looking for the hyenas. Big termite mound here on the left. They're made out of termites alive in mud. They bake in the hot sun, become hard as concrete, and when they are full size, the elephants would use them as a scratching post. They'll wear them down a bit, then the antelopes get on top of them and use them as a lookout to steal the tall grass. These are all Maasai giraffe on the reserve. They will get around 18 to 19 feet tall, and around 2,000 pounds or so. And they have a very leafy and broken up pattern in their skin. So the baby is not over here. Hopefully we'll find him around the corner. The 2 that are in the back there, the little bit smaller ones, they are young. They're about a year and a half, a little more than a year and a half. They're close to like a year and 8 months. The little one will be up ahead. He's by the palm trees up ahead. This one says, "What's up?" There are some springbok, these smaller guys. They're fully grown adults. And then you got the baby giraffe out here, hanging with mom. And those are white-bearded wildebeest in the very back. We're gonna stop on the side here. Very cool. Yeah. Very good stuff there. We'll cruise over to Monkey Point. Let's see if we can find some mangrove monkeys around. Looking for the mandrills on the left when we come through here. And the mandrills are pretty shy, reclusive monkeys. They get up to about 100 pounds or so. There is an elephant on the right. That is a male African elephant. And there will be some mandrills kind of tucked in the trees down on the left. A couple mandrills down on the left, and the African elephant on the right there. There's a real young one that is latched onto mom. I did not see him with these two here, but he's only like 2 months old. We'll see if we can find more elephants around as well. They do live in a matriarchal society. As it is the oldest female in Toronto. The males will wander off by themselves to it if they feel like doing it. And it's pretty usual for them. So that should be bringing us closer to the herd of elephants. There are some tusk marks and footprints in the clay here. The elephants, they like to eat clay. It gives them a lot of beneficial minerals, like a pharmacy store for them. Not seeing any more elephants at the moment. Might be having a slow start to their morning. There's some wildebeest on the right. We'll head right down to the watering hole here. These are greater flamingos. They are the least pink of any of the pink flamingos. They get their color from their diet, the keratin and the shrimp and small fish that they eat gives them that pink tone. These are the largest flamingos, the greater flamingos. A lot of Florida birds hanging out there as well. They're there for the free food. And this is bringing us into white rhino territory. See if we can find any white rhinos around here. Unfortunately, they were nearly hunted to extinction for their horns. And despite our best efforts, their numbers continue to dwindle. We'll see what we can find through here. Here's some rhinos back to the right. They get pretty large, they get up to 5,000 pounds. Usually the female's a little larger than the males. They get their name from the Afrikaans word "vite," a reference to their white belly. For cheetahs on the left. She's walking up into the... No, she's walking down. I thought she was walking up. She's walking down towards these rocks, and there are two of them walking down towards the rocks. They reach about 70 miles an hour. Unlike most big cats, they hunt with their eyes, not their nose. And they are sprinters. Got to be real fast about catching their prey. There's a water buck on the right. He's tucked in the brush back there, that lighter brown one. He's hiding right now. Pretty shy, that guy. And they do emit a smelly oil from their skin. It coats their fur. It's cool. It's like Rain-X, actually. The water will fall up on their fur, it falls off, and it leaves it dry. Might be two more cheetahs over here. Well, they might not be up yet this morning. We'll leave them be wherever they might. Big pile of rocks ahead is called a copie, and we're looking for the lions up here. The lions love to use them as lookout point and sunbathing spot. They are inactive most of the day though, around 18 to 20 hours or so. They live in large groups or families known as prides. There we go, they're on the rocks across the way. They will pull around on the side here and get a little bit better view. You can hear the lioness up there. There she is, she's chuffing in the back. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just doing his thing. And you got rhinos on the right. Nice view there. There's some zebras also back to the right. So, the other lioness, she went up on the rocks here in the back. She just hops right up. So she'll probably go up to the top here in a second. She likes to keep an eye out up there. And that was a really nice lion view. I typically would recommend late in the evening, but you're not really going to get much better than that. Here we got some warthogs on the left. Boom, boom. Largest burrowing animals in the world. They dig those burrows out with their tough snouts, not their tusks. And they are pretty fast. They reach about 30 to 35 miles an hour. And we'll cruise up to the rhino on the right here. This guy is pumped. He's got a big old pile of hay. I'll eat about 200 pounds a day, mostly hay. Grand zebras back there. They're brownish black, white stripes over the top. They're also known as the common zebra. Those are ostrich eggs on the right as well. We do have all female ostrich out here. They're being shy right now. Those were edible eggs. They're 2 to 3 dozen normal chicken eggs. Is bringing us into the Glen, and the reserve has cleared this up for the scimitar horned oryx. See if we can find them around. They are endangered, unfortunately, for their horns and ran off of their land for developmental reasons. And the oryx is in the back right, if you follow the dirt road back there. Got his backside to us, the white animal just hanging out. Gets his name from his horns. And then these white birds on the right are yellow-billed storks. They're carnivorous birds. They eat small fish and birds in the day. It's going to be quite bumpy. It's going to be pretty bumpy too here. Hang on. One more to go here. And it looks like these are the reserve gates ahead. So our little journey there through the Glen is going to end the safari, but not to worry, folks. I will drop you all off here at the nearest warden's post, and from there it will just be a short walk back to Harambe Village. But I would absolutely love to thank you all for riding along today. I had an awesome time. And I hope that you all did as well. But we do not like to say goodbye in Harambe. That is way too formal for us. We like to say Kwaherini, which does mean to go well. So, Kwaherini, everybody. And Asante Sana to you all. It does mean thank you so much.